record and absorb the subculture.
And what you've just been listening to is the ultimate in recorded sound. It will make all conventional disc and cassette systems obsolete. It's dustproof, scratch-proof, digitally recorded, read by a laser, and it's called the compact disc.
Hey everybody, welcome to Midnight Cherry TV for another episode of the Daily Disc here on the channel. So we're on day 3 of 20 straight days of content here on Midnight Cherry TV. We're looking at 20 different compact discs. We're going to fill up this CD tower. We've got our lava lamp giving us a nice warmth there. But today we're looking at a soundtrack, guys. So before I get started, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the dislike button, subscribe or unsubscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking here of the Daily Disc here on episode 3, season 1, guys. But the music from Gilmore Girls. So a lot of people, you know, they might be judging, they might be hating hard on me here for enjoying Gilmore Girls. But Gilmore Girls is an excellent television show. But even more so, the soundtrack here, guys. Music from Gilmore Girls. Let's see if we can't get that sort of in focus there, guys. Music from Gilmore Girls. There's the album cover. Our little corner of the world. We got little dolls looking like Lorelai and Rory, the 2 stars of the show. But if you have not seen the show, let me first tell you this is an excellent album. So if you stay with me here, even if you're not a fan of the show Gilmore Girls, definitely stick with me here on the soundtrack, because this is an amazing lineup of songs here. It is an excellent soundtrack. Soundtracks are kind of part of the CD experience. I feel like compilations, soundtracks, things of that nature, even singles. They're all part of the compact disc, the CD experience. So, of course, we do have a lot of soundtracks here in the Midnight Cherry TV archives. But, again, music from Gilmore Girls. This came out about 2002. This covers, I think, probably the first 2 seasons, maybe a little bit of the 3rd. But, of course, let's take a look at those tracks, guys. You got Sam Phillips' Q. Those are kind of those little, kind of just lyrical interludes between scenes from the show. So there's a few of those. You got anytime you see Sam Phillips' Q here, here on the top here, Sam Phillips' Q, Sam Phillips' Q. Those are all kind of just little interludes from the show for anybody that's seen the show. But if you haven't seen the show, let's take a look at these tracks, guys. Joey Ramone, What a Wonderful World, an excellent cover by Joey Ramone. Child Psychology by Black Box Recorder. That is kind of one of those songs where I had never heard of Black Box Recorder. And maybe kind of do a deep dive. I now own a few of their albums. So Child Psychology, excellent song. The Shins, Know Your Onion, that's a good Shins song. I Found Love, another band that I discovered. That's kind of one of the nice parts of soundtracks, guys, is when you can discover maybe a band you didn't hear of because they're on a soundtrack. But the Free Design from the 60s, kind of a sunshine pop band from the 60s was a song I had not heard of. A Car song, Elastica. Elastica is always good. You got John Lennon here with Oh My Love. Of course, Where You Lead, I'll Follow is the theme song. Clear Spot by the Pernice Brothers is excellent. One Line by PJ Harvey. That's probably one of my favorite PJ Harvey tracks. XTC, of course. I'm the Man Who Murdered Love. You can't go wrong with XTC. That is an excellent group. You've got Big Star 13, Human Behavior by Bjork. That's a great Bjork song. I Don't Mind Summer Party. You got Comida, It's Alright Baby. God Only Knows by Claudine Loget. That is probably one of the best covers of God Only Knows. So you've got a couple good covers on here. What a Wonderful World and God Only Knows, as well as My Little Corner of the World by Yola Tango. All really good covers. So a good soundtrack, I think, should have a little mix of stuff. You know, this got some upbeat stuff, it's got some downbeat stuff. You got Yoko Ono on here for all you Yoko Ono fans. What other album, guys? What other album out there have you heard of that has Joey Ramone, John Lennon, and Yoko Ono on it, guys? Ash, Girl from Mars, and then of course My Little Corner of the World. But I would say music overall, I'm gonna rank this an 8.5, guys. That Bjork song's amazing. One Line by PJ Harvey. That's probably one of my favorite PJ Harvey songs. That's a great Shin song. Black Box Recorder. That song made me get into that band. So album cover Album cover is kind of low, guys. I have a problem with this. I feel like soundtracks are kind of hard. You know, for movies, there's always a movie poster you can put on the soundtrack, make it a little more recognizable. But as a TV show, that this is from afar, it's like, I don't even, you know, the text is real small. It's kind of a Photoshop of like the town with like these dolls here. So I gotta give it a 6.5, guys. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I do like that it has the clear aspect of it, the see-through aspect. Of course, you get shots from the show. Let's take a look at these liner notes while we're at it here. You get some good stories here by the two creators, Amy Sherman Palladino and Daniel Palladino, sharing prints. They kind of talk about their music. I did read this. They talk about their music influence. You know, the kind of music they picked out. All these songs are from the show. They were all featured in the show. That Joe Ramone cover is excellent, guys. But and then you get all the credits. You can figure, you know, you can find the song, and that's kind of the beauty of soundtracks. You know, finding a track, maybe kind of hunting down the band. I think anybody who grew up in the compact disc time period, probably has memories of discovering a band either on a compilation or a soundtrack. So, as far as my top 4 tracks, guys, I like to give you my top 4 tracks. I gotta go Child Psychology by Black Box Recorder. I gotta go One Line by PJ Harvey. I gotta go the theme song, guys, because I'm a fan of the show. I am a fan of the show. I've seen all the seasons. Where You Lead, I Will Follow by Carole King. I gotta put that in the top 4 just because it's a great theme song. And then probably it's between What a Wonderful World or God Only Knows or Human Behavior. I'm going to give that to Human Behavior, guys. Bjork. That's a great Bjork track. So kind of a good indie alternative, kind of a little bit of pop, old, you get 1960s pop in there. Get that Claudine Lauger cover, that Jerry Ramone cover, John Lennon, Yoko Ono. This is an excellent album as far as music. Album cover, you know, I'm kind of down on the album cover, but the music tracks itself, guys, you might not know these songs, but just look at the band list, you know, Joe Ramone and the Shins and John Lennon, Elastica. These are some quality groups, guys, in the history of music. But again, music from Gilmore Girls, I give it a 8.5 for music. I give it a 6.5 for album cover. Of course, I gave my top 4 tracks. I'm gonna play one of those 4 tracks now at the end of when I finish speaking here. We're gonna put this in the tower of compact discs. It is growing. We got 3 so far. I'll take you out with a track from the Gilmore Girls soundtrack. Maybe you haven't heard it. If you have, I'd be surprised. But this is a great song. This is Child Psychology by Black Box Recorder. Enjoy it, and we'll see you tomorrow again for another episode of Daily Disc here on Midnight Cherry TV.
I stopped talking when I was 6 years old. I didn't want anything more to do with the outside world. I was happy being quiet. But of course, they wouldn't leave me alone. My parents tried every trick in the book, from speech therapists to child psychologists. They even tried bribery. I could have anything, as long as I said it out loud. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Of course, this episode didn't last forever. I'd made my point and it was time to move on. To peel away the next layer of deceit and see what new surprises lay in store. My school reports that I showed no interest, a disruptive influence. I felt sorry for them in a way. And when they finally expelled me, it didn't mean a thing. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it.
At that time, she stopped what she was doing. She stopped playing. She stared. She had the facial grimacing. And then the psychiatrist was saying, Julie, Julie, can you hear me? Can you open your eyes? Can you stick out your tongue? And all of a sudden, Julie struck out.
The November day I came home, the Christmas decorations were already up. Spray on snow, coloured flashing lights, and an artificial tree that played Silent Night over and over again. My parents welcomed me with loving arms that within an hour were back at each other's throats. Normal happy childhood back on course, batteries not included. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it. Life is unfair. Kill yourself or get over it.
With hardware and software both lined up, compact discs may well rule the roost. At least until someone perfects a method of putting Beethoven's Ninth on a silicon chip. Don't laugh. I'm assured that that day, in fact, is not too far off.